Hi YouTube, this is We All Juggle Knives and Lights with a review of the Convoy L6. That is the light in the middle there. And in that shot you see some of my throwers. Yes, a thrower is a longer ranged flashlight, right, as compared to a flutter, which is more of a short range. Yeah, I love throwers. They tend to be longer with obviously deep reflectors. That's the reflector on the L6. Now I got this at banggood.com. I'll include the link if you want to pick one up. Now there is the light next to a Lumentop SD75, and you can think of this Convoy as a budget play on that $200 Lumentop, but the Convoy, much less expensive, much more affordable. There it is next to a Convoy L2. And boy, I thought the L2 was a great thrower at 1,000 lumens, but the L6, 3,800 lumens, and an awesome thrower. Here's the, with the lights off, you see a beam comparison. On the left is the 3,800 lumens, and on the right is the 1,000 lumens. And you can clearly see how much brighter that L6 is. The beam, you see, it's just solid white. You know, you can't even see the table below. Now this has a momentary on feature where if you half press the tail switch, it will stay on as long as you keep pressure. Right, and you can full press it to just turn it on. It also has a side switch, which is a mode selection switch. It's got 4 brightness levels, and you see, I mean, the brightest level is extremely bright. Okay, strobe coming up. If you double tap that, you will get the strobe. Now this takes two 26650 lithium-ion batteries. Right, and just unscrew that tail assembly. And I prefer SoShine brand batteries. I'll include an Amazon link if you want to pick those up. Very high capacity, and these are going to give the light incredible endurance. The price on this is only around $55, and that could go lower depending on if there's sales and so forth, but it's really hard to overemphasize what a bargain this is. This actually completely sold out months ago. The pre-orders all sold out. They just got some new ones in. Alright, outside demo footage coming at you. That's the highest brightness level, and we're going to cycle through the 4 brightness levels. Convoy is extremely well known among flashlight enthusiasts for producing high performance lights that have a budget price. Okay, strobe warning. I love any excuse to just strobe you guys, you know. Very disorienting strobe. Okay, out in the field, quite literally a field. Just panning around so you can see how much this can light up. Can it reach all the way to that goal? You see how far that is. I mean, you can see from the perspective. Zooming in, that was a moth. But you can clearly see the light reaches all the way to that goal. I mean, you saw it bouncing off the white of that goal. Yeah, this has extreme range. And just showing you the flood effect. The flood effect is not bad either. Okay, we're going to go to another goal post. All right, you see that. So you see I'm next to that goal, and then that other one way across the field. And I can even reach, I mean, all the way across this sports field. And you can clearly see the light. This was at like 4 a.m. There was really no other light. Check out the range. I mean, this will go across a soccer field, football field. We got a lot of fields where I am. All right, here it is, detecting some trespassers. Yes, there were some furry trespassers. I'm perched up in the second story window. You know, you hear a bump in the night, and look at the little Bambi fawn with, still has the spots, and the doe. And yeah, with these guys, you know, I don't need a weed whacker. These are my weed whacker. They'll just eat any excess growth around those stumps. And there was a second baby deer, which you can see over there, right, even farther away by those chairs, and walking even farther. And look at the great range and brightness of this Convoy light. I mean, clearly lighting up the little deer. Right, and yes, nudging the owl. Ah, the wonders of nature. But yeah, if these were trespassers, I mean, you'd clearly see. Okay, I have some crazy footage coming up. Check this out. This footage was taken from inside a fog bank. I didn't plan it this way, I was just outside. Check that out. The light looks solid enough to walk on. I mean, talk about lightsaber. This is inside a fog bank. Most flashlights, you'd have about 2 feet of visibility. This is actually cutting through the fog bank, which is basically like being inside a cloud, at ground level. I mean, look at the particles in the air. Is that not pretty cool? And this is cutting through over to the trees and up into the treetops. I mean, this really shows the power of this light. Amazing for this price. I mean, this is pretty much a budget flashlight enthusiast's dream come true. I was out there and that fog rolled in, and initially I was pretty angry because I was trying to get some ultra long range shots. But then when I reviewed the footage, I was like, holy, this pretty much perfectly shows the raw power of the light. You see reaching the treetops inside a fog bank. Amazing. Wow, just an epic budget light. The range, the power, it's also very well made. Essentially, you can get a light that would be $200 for about 1/4 of that price. Okay, if this was one of the pricey name brands, this would easily be a $200 light. This light has really made a big splash among the flashlight community. Many of my viewers may already own one of these. As I said, all the pre-orders had even sold out. It took them a few months to even send me a sample, okay, but I am super impressed. Now, I got this from banggood.com. I will include a link if you want to pick one up, right? And this is the cool white model. They have a second model which is a different color temperature, okay, less than cool white. I will be doing a separate review of that model too, just because this is a very important high performance budget light. So stay tuned for the other color temperature model in the future. 3,800 lumens is quite bright, but the fact that this can kick those lumens out to such a long range really puts it on another level. Okay, this is achieving that with one emitter. You got cheap lights that have to use 12 emitters to get that same brightness, and they don't even have the range. All right, and with those two 26650 batteries, it's got the endurance too. Awesome light. This has been We All Juggle Knives and Lights. Stay tuned for many more videos. I'm out.